Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Canada reopens its borders to U.S. citizens after more than a year of only allowing essential travel. We've got everything that you need to know. That's coming up. But first, an investigation is underway after a deadly officer-involved shooting on Detroit's east side. That developing story tops our show here at noon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Evrod Kasumi. Police say that it all started late Sunday when about 200 people and cars were drag racing and drifting on East Grand Boulevard, right near East Milwaukee Avenue, near the General Motors Factory Zero plant. Local 4's Nick Monticelli has a closer look at the circumstances surrounding the shooting.
Good afternoon. We're still waiting for more details on exactly what happened and the sequence of events, but we do know that these suspects crashed into an undercover car with undercover cops inside, and one of them did have a gun. It was just before midnight on Detroit's east side when all of this happened. Detroit police say around 200 people and cars were drag racing and drifting near East Grand Boulevard and Milwaukee, which isn't far from I-75 and I-94. Among the crowd of 200 were also undercover DPD officers who were calling in backup to help break up the large crowds. But then a stolen vehicle crashed into those undercover officers who were driving an unmarked cop car. That's the silver one you see. Then a front seat passenger got out with a handgun. It's unclear if that passenger pointed the gun, but one officer fired multiple times, killing that person. The gun was recovered right there at the scene. It's the one the passenger had, and the vehicle that hit the undercover cops was stolen from Dearborn. Now, in that vehicle, there were 4 people, the one who was killed, who had the gun, and 3 others. Those 3 others ran off. Police are still looking for them. I'm Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
All right, Nick, thank you. Also developing this afternoon, police investigate a shooting this morning on the northbound side of the Lodge in Livernois. Police say a man was driving on the freeway when someone in a black Ford vehicle started yelling at him. The suspect then started shooting at the victim's car and took off. Thankfully, nobody was hurt, and police had to temporarily shut down that side of the freeway to collect evidence. They're asking for anyone with information to come forward. Sadly, a woman dies in a house fire in Rochester Hills. It happened overnight on Bobolink, right near Audubon Boulevard. Firefighters had to battle heavy smoke and flames, and part of the roof also collapsed in that fire. Crews say a woman was rescued from inside of the house, but she was rushed to the hospital where she later died. No one else was hurt. Right now, crews are investigating the cause of the fire.
New at noon.
Today, Canada reopened its border to the U.S. for people who are fully vaccinated. And as you know, for more than a year, Canada prohibited Americans from making non-essential visits because of the coronavirus pandemic. Let's send things out to Local 4's Priya Mann. She joins us now live with a closer look at the changes. A lot of people excited about this, Priya.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Evrod. And it has been a long time coming. The border's been closed since March 2020. Today is day 1. The tunnel not too busy right now, but officials are expecting that to change in the coming days. If you are a U.S. citizen or a legal permanent resident, there are some things you're going to have to do before crossing into Canada. You have to be fully vaxxed, and you have to test negative within 3 days of crossing the border. You also have to register on the ArriveCAN app that's available on the Apple Store. Now, last month, Canada dropped that 2-week quarantine requirement for its citizens when returning to Canada. The border, of course, closed since March 2020. Now, for fully vaxxed Americans, you can now cross to shop, vacation, or visit. However, the U.S. is keeping similar restrictions in place for Canadians for the time being. Take a listen. We just spoke to the port director a few moments ago.
You know, it's a step in the right direction. And, I think people are happy to be able to go back to Canada if they have family over there or secondary housing over there. But, our border remains closed in terms of non-essential travel. I'm sure we'll get back to normal soon.
And that closure to non-essential travel into the U.S. expected till the very least August 21st. Now, that could change. And again, those restrictions also in place at the Mexican border as well. Now, when you are returning to the U.S., you do not need to show any proof that you've been vaccinated or have a negative test. Coming up at 5 and 6 o'clock tonight, we'll be talking to Americans who are making that first trip into Canada. Reporting live from the tunnel, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Well, now we can get our poutine and our bubble tea, right, Priya?
Oh, absolutely, for sure.
Certainly looking forward to that. Thank you, Priya. Concerned parents are planning to protest at a board meeting tonight after the Grosse Pointe Public School District says that it will not require masks when school opens. They say that all they want is for the district to keep their kids safe following the CDC's new recommendations that schools require masks for everyone. The highly contagious Delta variant is also sparking some concern.
These kids are getting sick. We've really got to make sure we protect them.
Grosse Pointe Public School parents say that their voices, or they believe that their voices, have been ignored, and now they're unsure if they should send their kids back to school in the fall at all. When asked, the district superintendent cited hyper-local numbers that he spent time putting together in a dashboard online. It has not been updated in 2 months.
Very fortunate in the Grosse Pointe area. Over 85% of our faculty are vaccinated. Over 80% of our vaccine-eligible community is vaccinated. And our daily COVID rates, I get those for each of our municipalities, are still very low. We are continuing to watch them, but our local COVID data is positive at this point.
Our kids and our parents, our community, are traveling outside of the Grosse Pointes, and so having a dashboard that really just looks at certain CDC indicators for just the Grosse Pointes is a little short-sighted. It's more than short-sighted, it's irresponsible.
Well, on Sunday, Dr. Johnny Caldoun, the chief medical executive for the state of Michigan, talked with our Devin Skillian about schools and masks on Flashpoint. This is what she had to say.
I certainly agree with the CDC recommendations, which are that all schools have universal masking students, teachers, staff. I think that's the right thing to do. That's how we're going to not just prevent spread of the virus. This is about keeping our kids in school.
Late last week, the head of the American Academy of Pediatrics said the U.S. experienced the, quote, largest week-over-week percentage increase in pediatric COVID cases since the start of the pandemic. And this just in, the University of Michigan announced that face coverings are required indoors starting August 11th. In the meantime, America's COVID-19 outbreak looks different today than it did a year ago. New cases are once again rising after a sustained decrease in the spring. The U.S. crossed 100,000 new confirmed daily infections over the weekend. That's a milestone that last exceeded during the winter surge and driven by the highly transmissible Delta variant. Here's Morgan Chesky with this report from Austin, Texas.
The COVID-19 situation here in Texas, but especially Austin, is one that is becoming more dire by the day. And you can see evidence of that in this weekend headline from an Austin paper saying 14 ICU beds for 2.3 million people. Hard to believe that this number is now at 6 as of this morning. And we are seeing the impact of the Delta variant all across the South, but especially now here in Texas. Local leaders across the state are unable to enact mask mandates due to an executive order from Texas Governor Greg Abbott that outlaws that move. But across the country, we're seeing city after city, Baltimore, Maryland, Durham, North Carolina, return to those safety measures that we saw play out around this time last year. Another key concern here in Texas is how soon vaccinations can rise in hopes of curbing the spread of the Delta variant. We know that Dr. Fauci on Meet the Press said that Pfizer hopes to have FDA approval for its vaccine by the end of August. It's his hope that that would encourage more Americans to get vaccinated, but also that businesses and officials could then hopefully enact vaccine mandates, which he says will be a crucial tool to stopping the spread, rather, of this fast-moving virus. Morgan Chesky, NBC News, Austin, Texas.
Morgan, thank you. We do expect to get a new state coronavirus update this afternoon, but here are the latest numbers as of Friday. 3,962 new cases were reported, and that is a 3-day average of about 1,320 cases per day. And 4 more people died. 63.9% of Michigan residents ages 16 and up have gotten at least 1 dose of a coronavirus vaccine. All right, let's turn our attention now to the forecast because things have changed for the hotter, I guess you could say, as we give you a live look at our sky cam outside down right there on your screen. Let's check in with meteorologist Brandon Rue. I see a lot of orange behind you, sir.
And, you know, on my tie, I had to match what's going on out there with the warm and muggies. They'll be with us most of the week, so we'll get used to this and try not to overdo it outside. It's stressful on the body. Middle upper 80s across most of southeastern lower and southern Ontario. You can add about 4 or 5 degrees when you factor in the humidity. So it feels like upper 80s and low 90s already. A south wind upwards of 10, 15 miles an hour, just an ushering of that warmer air. through the rest of the day. So we're going to be flirting with 90, feeling more like mid-90s and some scattered shower and storm chances, hoping they're just sort of the garden variety, Evrod, but we do have some severe storms and 2 days in a row that we're tracking that coming up.
Okay, Brandon, we'll check in with you shortly. Still to come here at noon. A landmark UN report finds that humans have pushed the climate into, quote, unprecedented territory. We'll tell you what this means for our future. But first, Detroit leaders unveil a historic marker recognizing the Black Bottom neighborhood. Find out why this move is so